I told you I'm giving you full package. The problem you wanted me to focus on. Okay. Let's proceed. Lira, Apala, Kona Adwa Road. We have Kulu, Opit, Nairobi, Awere, Pamocho, Kilaka, Patong, Abim, As you cross the central parts of the country, and colleagues, as you cross the central parts of the country, we are providing a ferry in Amolata, because that's a point where you cross from if you're using water. So from Amorata to Dogolo to Kwania, that's the ferry. Then we have Guang, Fokwang, Baralegi State Lodge. So we are bringing the president closer to you, so that you ask him the question. Akwata Aduku Road. We have Purang, Achoklubu, Opa Juli, up to Padel District Headquarters. We have Kitugum, Olumu, Karenga, Idepo, all the way up to Kabong in Karamoja. We have Itikirwa Bridge along Ajumani. We have Sinyanya, that's another Ajumani Sinyanya Road. We have Okay Bridge along Patongo, Okay Road. Up to Pire and Kwaramo. Then we have Gulu. We have Awere Bridge along Gulu Opit, Rakoko Road. We have Agakura Bridge along Gulu, Nogere, Adeb Road. We have Okora Bridge, which is along Padide, Aloga Road. Okele Bridge, which is along Aduku, Jeboke, Loro Road. We have Paleoraj Bridge, Narwanza Bridge, Abalang Bridge, Ako Bridge, Ayumo Bridge, Rego Bridge, Amodo, Bola, Okidi, Aleka, Aswa. Aswa is, I think, in this area. Aswa Delight Farm Bridge, Adieri Bridge. Now, in energy, which includes electricity among others, we want to increase access to electricity. Beyond generation, we want to ensure that you also, as a household, get electricity. So we have electricity access scale-up project. We have the clean energy access project. Then we have clean energy. It means that you are no longer going to use charcoal for cooking. You use cleaner means, because when you use charcoal, you are burning the forest. And when you burn the forest, it affects your environment. So we want to use cleaner methods of cooking, like using gas, using electricity. So that is the project. Energy and mineral land acquisition and infrastructure. Then we have the Karuma hydroelectricity power project. Already you know that project is ongoing. Then we have the 400 kV, that is now a transmission line to enable you now get the electricity in the area. Then the rural electrification and connectivity project. In the rural areas, it is expensive to get electricity, but we want to make it cheap for the people who live in the rural areas by subsidizing the prices of accessing electricity in your household. Bridging the demand-supply gap through accelerated rural electrification program. We have electricity access scale-up project. I've already read that. We have now other projects on electricity. We have Oriang, that is in Bakwachi. Is it? Oriang, Ayago. These projects are to enable you to get electricity. They are somewhere, but enabling you to get electricity. Orio, Nimule, Juba, transmission line. I think South Sudan is not far away from here. Wow, someone said very bad. Okay, Uganda Geothermal Energy Resource Development Project. We have those thermal power plants in the Panyamul that we are looking at. Even we have another one in Chubura. Okay, so we have Oyam Solar Park. I told you we have solar power plants that we are looking at developing in the north, both in Acholi and Lamu. So one is in Oyam, another one is in Lira. So if you can't get the electricity, the hydroelectricity, you tap into solar energy. It works fairly well as the hydroelectricity. Then we have digital transformation. We have talked about ensuring that you have internet, etc. I will not spend a lot of time there. Also, we have in human capital. We want to human capital. is what affects you personally. So this is very key. In terms of education, we want to ensure that each sub-county without a secondary school, you have one. So that is the project there. Another project, I'm reading this off head. Another project is to ensure that in each parish that doesn't have a primary school, you have one. That is a government policy. So within this NDP, we want to have that project done. Then health centers 3 in the different sub-counties. So that is what touches you most. And then we want to also have projects on vaccines. We have Gavi vaccines and health sector development plan support, global funds for AIDS. We have Gulu University Infrastructure Development Project. I think most of our children are studying in Gulu University. So that is a project. Strengthening water utilities. We have enhancing growth and productivity for women enterprises. We want to grow these enterprises, and most of them are owned by women. Secondary school, I've already talked about it. Vocational schools, we have the Uganda Learning Acceleration Program. We have healthcare service delivery in Uganda, establishing 2 international stadia. So we have 2 stadia, Hoima and Akibwa. So Akibwa is closed. So we are preparing for AFCON. Make sure you go and watch football next year. Okay? That is where we are putting the stadium in Lira. That is your project. We have also beyond that, by the way, we are establishing 15 stadia across the country. So we are making sure that at least you have a district level stadium. Okay? So we shall establish more 15 stadia across the country. Then primary schools, I've talked about that. We have, I want to make sure that I summarize so that my colleague can come in and we don't have a lot of time. At least you have had some of the things you want to hear. We have construction, secondary schools, regional medical laboratories. We have health center 3 across the country, emergency medical services. So that is in, we have regional, I've talked about the regional sports stadium. We have 4, because we have 4 regions: North, East, West, and no, West 9. Okay, North, East, Central. Okay, North, East, Central. Okay, 4 stadium at a regional level. And I said we have 14 for sub-regions. Okay, so and then 15 for the districts. So we have a lot there in the sports, in the area of sports. In regional development, we have the Northern Uganda Action Fund 4. This is for you. We have others, markets, rural development and food security in Northern Uganda. We have, do you want me to mention prisons? Okay, I will skip those. The Shia Industrial Development Project, this is yours. Yeah. Okay, this is the headquarters. So we have it here. We have, I'm skipping prisons, but we have industrial parks. We also have the establishment of an economic hub in Juba, South Sudan. So this is a place which is closer to Juba. So you might find that you easily trade with people in Juba compared to people in Kampala. So this is your project. Then cottage industries for our households, right? Gulu University, already talked about, etc. So because of time, allow me to stop at that on those projects. And then also because of convenience along the rails. Then we have the expressways. One of it that is affecting you directly is the Bombo Expressway. Because of the traffic jam, too much traffic jam between, for those who go to Kampala regularly, from Bombo up to Kampala, you may even spend 7 hours. Right? Yet from here, you have also spent 6 hours to reach Bombo. So the irony is the distance between here and Bombo is bigger than Bombo to Kampala. So for people who are doing business, it becomes costly. Therefore, we are constructing that express to ease business along the road. Then we have, I've talked about the solar power irrigation system. We have the Center of Excellence for Cardiovascular Diseases, because anyone here, including me, we can easily be attacked, what we call a heart attack. So this is important for everyone. Then the AFCON projects, I've already described these ones. The water projects, here you see we can support, but it is representing all the water development projects.